What's good, guys? It's Wrestling 365, and today I'm going to tell you why Randy Orton should have broken the streak. So in WrestleMania 30, Brock Lesnar broke the streak against Undertaker, and Undertaker became 21-1 at WrestleMania. But I wouldn't have Randy Orton defeat Undertaker at WrestleMania 30. I'd actually have this take place at a different WrestleMania. I think that at WrestleMania 30, I'd have Undertaker defeat Brock Lesnar to go to become 22-0. Then have Undertaker defeat Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania 31 to go 23-0. Obviously, still defeat Shane McMahon to be 24-0. And then defeat Roman Reigns to be 25-0. And then at WrestleMania 34, I would have Randy Orton defeat The Undertaker and for Undertaker to become 25-1. Now, the reason why I picked WrestleMania 34 was because Undertaker was in such great shape then. You could see, like, in WrestleMania 30, his match with Brock was a little underwhelming. WrestleMania 31, not so great. WrestleMania 32, it was pretty good, mainly remembered for Shane McMahon jumping off the Hell in a Cell. And then WrestleMania 33 wasn't that good of a match. And Undertaker, clearly, he was just slower in the ring. He wasn't himself. But in WrestleMania 24, he looked great. He looked amazing. He was fast in the ring. And so I'd have him versus Randy Orton. And I'd have Randy Orton break the streak. And here's why. Well, you could have him be, kind of like his Legend Killer gimmick. And, it's literally in the name. He kills legends. And I think you could have brought back that character. Because in 2018, he was just in some filler Fatal 4-Way United States title match. But you could have had him be in a feud with The Undertaker. Maybe he's like, oh, let me try again. I'll do it. I kill legends, blah, blah, blah. Undertaker's like, you tried once, couldn't do it before, Randy, this and that. I think that, it would do more for his character. Obviously, it would make sense, the Legend Killer. With Brock Lesnar, he was already this beast. It did nothing for his character. I guess it just added to his resume. With Randy Orton, he would just bring even more hate to his character. Even more hate. And that he'd be such a good heel. And, he could use that throughout the whole year, give himself some momentum. In 2018. Now, this is 2018. I'm not talking about 2014 at WrestleMania 30. I think this should have happened at WrestleMania 34. So yeah, I'd have Randy Orton do that before his character. It really just help him out, and it just makes a lot of sense. And also, it would really elevate Randy Orton to new heights, like all-time heights. Because I feel like the streak was meant to be broken at some point. That's really what records are. Records are just, amazing things that happen but are meant to be broken. They are meant to be broken. The streak was meant to be broken, in my opinion. I'd be fine if it was never broken, but I think Randy should have broken it, and like I said, it would have elevated Randy Orton so much. I know Undertaker didn't have to put over Randy Orton when it's WrestleMania 34, but, it would, I think just from a career perspective, it would just make Randy Orton a bigger superstar. And, some people say, oh, he could have had John Cena, turn heel and defeat Undertaker, or Roman Reigns turn heel and defeat The Undertaker. I think he could have had Randy Orton win clean, like a 20-minute match, 3 or 4 RKOs. Maybe use a steel chair when the ref isn't looking, but I'd have him win, and I'd have The Undertaker retire here. Not WrestleMania 36 or WrestleMania 30. No, I would not have him do that at WrestleMania 36. I wouldn't have him have any of these matches, against Goldberg, DX, all his Saudi show matches. But I think if Randy Orton just broke the streak, would have been great. Would have been a good storyline, Legend Killer storyline. It would elevate him to much new heights because there is a minority of people who think Randy Orton is overrated, and Randy Orton has never done really anything memorable in his career. He has, but not a lot, Obviously, has legendary match with Mick Foley, his Legend Killer gimmick in 2005, it was good. his feud with Undertaker was so special, but there's not a lot of memorable stuff, especially his WWE title reigns. They're not all that memorable. And I think this would just solidify Randy Orton as an all time great, a great heel, and he would have had so much momentum in 2018. Now, I know in 2018 he did have good feud with Jeff Hardy, Rey Mysterio, but before that, I mean, he was just in a filler United States Championship feud. So, as a babyface, not even as a heel, so he could have done better stuff if he had broken the streak. Again, momentum. He would have so much momentum. Could have used it with his character or any match so he could brag about breaking the streak. Would have elevated him to new heights from a career perspective. And he's the legend killer. That's what he does. He kills legends, and he could have retired The Undertaker at WrestleMania 34. What do you think of the video? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video, please. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe.